Sergeant Kichel was one of the most disciplined soldiers in the regiment, if not the most disciplined one. Never losing his nerve, never flinching, and the heavier the fire he was under, the stricter he became. Naturally, this made him quite liked by his superiors, but not so popular by the troops under his command. This despite the fact his cold precision had saved their lives on more occasions than they cared to admit. His machine-like precision and lack of visible emotions appalled regular people. This unnerving emotion came much the same way as meeting one of the priests of Mars. Surely the priests would confess to noting the same behavior around them. That is, if they even cared to voice what they would see as a pointless waste of communication capacity. On many occasions, troopers gathered around glasses of liquid courage. They would utter their complaints about his mechanical demeanor, and wished he was more human. Couldn't he show at least a hint of personality? Some bit of sentiment? Little did they know what they were wishing for. You see, it was not that he lacked emotions or character. Quite the contrary, he had plenty. He chose to lock them behind gates of iron will and determination. He sought to be better than his parents made him. But how can one become better when all he desires is to kill and maim? When even underhive gangs see a monster where he stands, and when the sight of spraying blood is the only thing that makes life bearable to him. If that is the case, one must become someone else, or something else. Something not paying any heed to its own cravings. Something caged by the shackles of complete submission to something better than itself. He counted himself as lucky to find that something. He found the Emperor. His primal desires, leashed by duty, guiding him on a righteous path. With his sacred duty, he was able to harness his talent for violence and direct it against deserving targets, just like he once was. He knew well that a single broken bar on his cage, perhaps even a rusted joint, could set him spiraling back into darkness. So, he maintained it with all his disciplined might. He polished that cold metal with every decision, his every precise move, and certainly every temptation endured. However, something was knocking on the gate, coiled, its slimy feelers around the bars and shaked them probingly. The cage held. More of the creature's repugnant body dragged itself close. It encircled the place and began attacking from all sides. The cage held fast. Sensing the futility of its actions, the fiend retreated ever slightly. Mouths formed along its bulk, and then it spoke.
So why don't you open it and go play outside?
Kichel looked at his squad, dumbfounded about what had transpired here. All dead, riddled with holes and slash wounds, and, for the life of him, he could not fathom why there was a bloody knife and smoking pistol in his hands.
Yes, that's it. That is what you wanted all this time, isn't it?
Slowly, it dawned on him with the force of a power fist strike, and he crumbled to his knees.
No, I don't. That wasn't...
Why, yes, it was you. And you liked it. Reveled in it even. Honestly, you surprised me. Pleasantly. Now, what about I bring you some more toys?
No!
Picking up the broken shards of shattered self-control for the last time, the sergeant launched himself against the architect of his fall, lips shaking in one final scream, one final attempt to choose the light over darkness.
For the Emperor!
What was now wearing Mees like a hazard suit jerked violently upon hearing it, and a disgusted grimace flashed over its face.
Shame. We could have so much fun together.
Captain, we need reinforcements. We're getting torn up here by... something. It is...
What? What is it, Sergeant? Talk to me. What are you engaging?
No idea, sir. Never seen anything like it. It's almost... It's not a man. Not a Xeno I know of. Tentacles. Dirty pink. Some stinky pus all over it. And... God help me, it's turning some of us against each other.
Say again? Are you saying there is mutiny in Steel Legion of Armageddon?
No, Captain. Not a mutiny. This is a sorcery we're dealing with. Much more than your men can handle. Take me there.
It's not as though Mees was dead. Well, not really. He was still inside, just unable to do anything but observe, like a passenger in his own body. A normal human would be terrified by such a situation. Rightfully so. But he? Let's say he was more intrigued than scared. After all, he finally got to experience the unity with she who thirsts, even if only by the means of her lesser reflection. Losing control in the process was simply the result of his unworthiness. To him, a small price he paid gladly, to share the ecstasy of crawling through mortal minds, finding their deepest, most sheltered desires, and bringing them forth, then twisting and exploiting these with empty promises just before tearing down the fools who listened. He reveled in doing so in the most brutal, satisfying ways his renewed, tentacled vessel was capable of. His favorite was inserting 2 appendages into a victim's nostrils, pushing through their sinuses, and then slowly tearing the face of the choking, gurgling sufferer was intoxicating. Perhaps because it was reminiscent of his own ascension. Could be because he liked the particular sound it made, or maybe simply because it was the latest method the creature came up with. He was amazed and enthralled by each new sensation. The present one was always better with the fading echoes of feelings before. But this one faded too. With a final breath, the mangled trooper in his clutches left out. He craved more and set out to find some. He extended feelers along the corridor, sprouting new limbs at every junction until finally, more toys appeared in his reach. There, 2 full squads, fresh from the Chimera by the smell of it, eager to play with him, he mused. Marvelous. As its main body slid closer, the eager demon began probing minds for the slightest sign of suppressed yearnings which it could exploit. Naturally, there were plenty found. Now, which to choose? Mundane things like craving an exquisite amasec or a nicer bedroom was workable, but not quite what he's looking for. Old grudges. Better. Much better. But there were even newer grudges. Unsurprising, given the planet we were talking about. Which one to choose? Well-aged flavor or a fresh, juicy one? Of course, lust was available. Maybe use that one? Or a bit more searching before making a decision. Lisa's torso was still 2 corners away. Plenty of time to perhaps find a lust-fueled grudge. Yes, that would be the most pleasant option for sure. Filled with high hopes, the creature lumbered along and moved its mental probe to another mind. Ah, something new. Just arrived, but already trembling. Not from fear for his life or soul. No, though some kind of fear was present here.
Let's have a closer look.
Hissed the thing, and its feelers darted from the tunnel's shadow. Otto barely noticed anything, and already his head was caught in their sticky grip, suction cups pulsing on his temples in search of mental food.
Interesting. So you are the one we owe thanks for this courtly visit. How thoughtful of you to bring your delicious mind right on my table. So loving, so determined,
Powered by the sudden scare, Mees managed to free his voice and screamed a warning at the demon, currently blind to everything but the captain's mind. Too late. Geysers erupted under Lily's chainsword, spraying the stone walls. Sickly smelling chunks of corrupted flesh and viscera covered the guardsmen and everything else in reach. The horrified soldiers, covered in filth, foul liquids dripping from their face, finally started coming to their senses. They added their cries to the already unbearable screeching of the wounded beast. The sister tore the monster's limbs from the captain, shoved him back, and shielded the whole group as she charged the warp spell. She arced her revving sword in a mighty swing at the enemy's head. The creature dodged the fluid movement, impossible for a human skeletal structure, and brought its tentacles to bear, attacking her from multiple directions simultaneously. From both of her sides, roof to floor were suddenly alive with twisting worms, spitting and reaching for her weapon. The monstrosity was trying to catch her legs while also crawling around to attack her from behind. Regardless of its multifaceted approach, it met her whirling blade. Its slimy appendages burst under the sword's teeth with the wet sounds of butchery. Of course, it tried to attack her mind too, exploit her designs, for such tricks were very much to its liking. It failed miserably, not for lack of wishes to find, no. For the presence of something more, something shining so bright the creature could not touch it, could not look upon it either. That something made her the perfect slayer of its kin. Absolute faith.
Wait, you are afraid of her?
Whispered Mees with surprised thoughts barely addressed to anybody.
Quiet, meatbag. I cannot be afraid of a mere mortal. Yet you are. You are afraid of her. That is just perfect. Exquisite, truly. To feel a fear in a higher being like you. What in the world can cause such a marvelous emotion? Quiet, I said.
Lashed the demon and squeezed the deranged soul of his vehicle tighter than before, strengthening the connection and ultimately letting Mees feel the truth it tried to deny. It was afraid. For the first time, it met a mind it could not reach. A fortress of determination built upon a rock of faith. That a human existed it could not seduce was inconceivable to the vile being. Having met such a person, creature felt like its whole world just crumbled into tasteless ruin. But there was no time to lick its wounded self-confidence. There was a chain blade zooming around, adding injuries to insult, and too many of those can banish even stronger demons than this one.
Die now, then! If I cannot use you, no one will.
Wrong. The Emperor will.
Attacks got more furious, more numerous, drowning the tunnel in foul fluids spraying out with every parrying hit. And yet, it was not the sister moving back.
Hey, I really enjoyed that, but could you finally kill her? It's getting a bit uncomfortable. I'm starting to dislike this particular feeling. Stop talking. There'll be way more things to dislike if you don't.
It's no surprise Mees was not exactly comforted by an answer like that, especially when his reformed body seemed to be healing slower and slower with each wound, sprouting less tentacles than before, and when he could feel what the demon felt.
You stop! I'm out of here!
Flashed through the cultist's smile, and to his own surprise, his body moved accordingly. Just for a moment, just one step, enough to interfere with the fight. Lily could not miss how the fiend stumbled, and such missteps leave openings. She lunged forward, turning her body sideways to slide around the faltering opponent's thrust, and expertly rammed the roaring weapon into his belly. Then she started sawing upwards.
Even.
Emphasis on was, Captain. Do not dwell on it. Do not try to understand. It won't make you any good.
That I can believe. The word good cannot possibly apply to anything about this thing.
Which is why I must ask, you spoke to it?
Did I? What did I say? I heard it in my head, but I do not remember speaking to it.
You are hard to understand. All that choking and such. But I picked up a name. Joseph.
My son. It showed him to me
And?
Do you need to ask? I was terrified. How could you feel if some unknown enemy, currently strangling you with impossible limbs, if he showed you a picture of your...
Family? You dearest ones?
Yes. Maybe you do not understand it, but...
I understand, Captain. I was not an orphan my whole life, and he tried the same trick on me. But now I need to know if I can trust you to command us. For the good of your son.
Don't tell me you suspect me of some treachery. It was killing me right here.
Where did that come from? I'm asking if you're able to command after the shock you went through, because I treated several unfortunates with similar experiences. And most of them were not fit, I would say. You seem to be doing great, considering, but I want to hear from you if you are able to serve.
I see. You said trust, so I am fine now. I must be. I have a mission.
And my respect. Now, when the sorcery is dealt with, we should probably regroup with our squad. We go too far ahead battling that thing.
Right. You think that was their leader?
I would hope so, but it felt too easy.
What? You can't be serious.
But I am. As far as cold heads go, this one was not very strong. We'll see. Would you?
Sure.
Sergeants, come in. Status report. Sergeant, are you there? Captain, is that you? Koch, yes. Captain Unsichter here. What is your status?
Currently engaging heavy resistance. Sergeant is down. We found some large chamber, possibly enemy central, but they pushed us back into a lobby, for lack of a better word. Where are you? We lost contact after.
This large chamber you spoke of, is it down the tunnel I sent you, or were there more junctions?
Straight down that tunnel. It is quite high, with layers of galleries atop of each other. So if you were on the other floor, there might be a quicker way. But I cannot confirm that.
Got it. I will call more troops on your position. Me and sister are on our way as well. Any word from the Elysians? Did they found hostages by any chance?
Actually, they could not reach you, so they called the sergeant. But I do not know any of the details. Something about evacuation, but that is about all I heard him saying.
I'll try reaching them. Hang in there. We are going.